Minister Ulstein, thank you so much for joining us, and we are really delighted to have your company today at the Climate Adaptation Summit. Thank you so much.
Rising hunger, more and more people on the front lines of climate change. There has never been a more important time to step up, and a look at how we need to shift our approach is imperative right now. I want to ask you, in your words, why are food systems the solution, and what do all of us need to do to make our systems more equitable and fair?
Oh, thank you. The combination of climate change, COVID-19, and the socioeconomic downturn, as I said, is really devastating, in particular on food security. That was something that was going the wrong way before the pandemic, and it's just increased. So, as you know, hunger has been on the rise since, isn't it 2014? It's about 690 million people who do not have enough to eat and are suffering. So again, access to sufficient, safe and healthy food is so fundamental for people's lives. We cannot have good education, we cannot have good health and economic development without that. So again, the world needs to stop the negative trend on hunger. The world's food system must be changed. As you said, Norway has this action plan on sustainable food systems to guide our foreign policy and development cooperation, and we support more than 50 different programs now, and programs and projects to assist developed countries in providing enough healthy and safe food for their own population.
Why is it important that countries also work together for issues that essentially do not affect their borders? And especially why now?
There is no challenge that is more global than climate change, and it can only be solved globally through international cooperation. And I think the climate change and pandemics are overwhelming proof of our interdependence of countries and citizens from every corner of the world sitting in one boat, just as a picture, because nobody is safe from the virus until everybody is safe, and the same applies to climate change. So the Paris Agreement established three main objectives, and one is that climate change must be combated in a way that does not threaten food production. And this is really, really important. The world must reduce global emissions and adapt to the impacts of climate change at the same time as we increase food production to combat hunger. And you told that already, biodiversity must be protected. Protecting nature while producing more efficiently will improve food security, and it's the nature-based solution must be the answer to this. So Norway's new strategy on climate adaptation and resilience will focus on concrete solutions to reduce hunger, and we will spread climate adaptive knowledge and technologies for poor small-scale farmers and fishermen, as I mentioned. It's really devastating that these important topics won't kind of reach the news, the media these days, because of the pandemic and because of everything else going on, because this hasn't stopped.
And rightfully so, people are looking at the COVID crisis as the most immediate thing, but we just need to remember that there's all these issues going on behind the scenes that are still continuing on, and hunger and climate change are two massive ones. We spoke and had a conversation with another leader in the climate and agriculture space, President Macron, last week, and he made an ambitious pledge, and he stepped up in a significant way to support rural smallholder farmers. Take a look at this clip.
I can tell you, and you can make it publicly, and we will make it publicly, but we will increase our commitment. We will increase by 50%.
But look, we also know and are grateful of the incredible work that Norway has done in championing this role, and the work that Norway has done for IFAD particularly. I want to ask you what steps you might be taking to support the continuation of this work in 2021.
One of our main priorities is to fight hunger, and therefore IFAD's mandate lies very close to my and our hearts. And also the IFAD's ambition to double its impact by 2030 is so timely and needed. And IFAD is able to make a big difference for poor small-scale farmers in the most vulnerable countries also. And Norway will really increase our contribution to IFAD significantly. And I think that's so important because we really want to reach those who are furthest behind. And there is no other kind of vehicle that has that impact in a way that IFAD actually have. And from the Norwegian side, we spend 1% of our gross national income on development cooperation, and our overall objective is to fight poverty, to save lives, and to alleviate suffering. And ending hunger is an extremely important goal. So we will really stepping up, and we will increase our contributions to IFAD significantly. So I really look forward to strengthen that partnership and work together with you and to the IFAD team also in the days, weeks and months ahead of us.
Minister Ulstein, thank you.
You're warm welcome.